What if I told you that the future of your wealth isn't hiding in some new meme coin or obscure altcoin, but in two assets you might already hold, two assets that are about to become 200x bigger than anyone currently understands? You might be thinking, another crypto prediction? I've heard it all. You might be watching for Bitcoin ETFs, or the next big lawsuit, or even just waiting for a new bull run. But what if 99% of XRP and XLM holders are completely missing the real story? This isn't about price targets. This isn't about traditional finance. This is about an invisible revolution where AI agents are making autonomous transactions, where machines are settling with machines, and where the very fabric of money is being rewritten for a post-human internet. And guess what? XRP and XLM are already wired into it. We are witnessing a convergence event. Crypto plus AI plus machine learning plus real-time value exchange equals a new financial nervous system. While other chains are congested and meme coins burn billions in fake value, Ripple and Stellar are engineering the invisible infrastructure for an AI-driven economy. This is 200x bigger than you think. And by the end of this video, you'll not only understand exactly why, but you'll have an insider's tip on how to position yourself to be extremely rich from this monumental shift. If you're ready to unlock this game-changing truth, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, and type interested in the comments below. I will personally give you a heart on your comment. This engagement helps us get this vital, perhaps even controversial information to more people who need to hear it. Let's stop sugarcoating this. The future of money is autonomous, not just programmable, not just digital. Autonomous. We're entering an era where capital won't just sit in banks or wait for humans to click send. It will move by itself, earn by itself, allocate by itself, and negotiate by itself with zero human permission. Welcome to the era of autonomous capital. We're talking about smart AI agents that spend, invest, optimize, and settle in real time. Not for fun, not for DeFi farming, but as core infrastructure. The AI revolution didn't stop at ChatGPT. It's now extending directly into finance, and you, as an XRP or XLM holder, are standing on the precipice of its greatest impact. We're going to break down exactly how this happens, showing you the practical use cases that will make your jaw drop. But first, we need to understand just how broken the current system is. You've heard of AI-driven hedge funds, right? They've existed for over a decade. Quant firms like 2 Sigma, Renaissance, and Bridgewater already use algorithms to move billions per day. But that's child's play compared to what's coming. Now imagine an AI-powered marketing bot purchasing 3 cents worth of Twitter API access using XLM just to generate a custom ad for a user in real time. A fleet of self-driving delivery bots paying parking meters, fuel charges, and access tolls automatically in XRP down to the millisecond of usage. An AI negotiating with another AI, literally negotiating smart contracts, pricing compute, licensing media files, or renting out GPU capacity for 7 minutes and settling it instantly. We're talking thousands of these transactions per second. The old financial system cannot handle this. It was built for people, not for machines. The bottleneck? Legacy payment rails. ACH takes 2 to 5 business days. SWIFT is just messages with no real-time value transfer. Wire transfers still require clerks. Visa and MasterCard take a 1 to 2% cut plus 24-hour settlement. You think a neural net making 40,000 micro-decisions per second can wait for a bank's daily settlement batch? It doesn't work. Even stablecoins like USDT or USDC, while good, are built on top of blockchains that aren't optimized for real-time microtransactions. Try running 30,000 micro payouts on Ethereum in a minute and tell me how much it costs. You'll burn through fees faster than the actual value moved. Solana? Sometimes fast, sometimes halted. Polygon? Better, but too many dependencies. This is the core problem, and the market hasn't priced in the solution yet. What is that solution? And why are XRP and XLM uniquely positioned? This is where things flip. Because while most people see XRP and XLM as payment tokens or remittance assets, they completely miss the infrastructure-level role they're about to play in this new AI-driven economy. They're not just cryptocurrencies. They're settlement layers purpose-built for high-volume, low-latency, autonomous money movement. Let's look at what they bring to the AI economy. 1. Sub-second settlement. Machines can't wait. XRP settles in 3 to 5 seconds. XLM is even faster in most cases. No reorgs, no rollbacks. Every transaction is deterministic. 2. Invisible fees. For AI to process millions of transactions daily, fees need to be literally invisible. XRP and XLM fees are measured in fractions of a penny consistently. We're talking $0.00001 per transaction. Nearly free forever. If you're programming AI to optimize cost, guess what ledger it's going to choose? The cheapest one that doesn't break. 3. Global interoperability. Both protocols are built to work with fiat, stablecoins, CBDCs, and tokenized assets. Crucial for machines interacting across jurisdictions. When AI agents are deployed to run decentralized call centers, manage logistics fleets, rent out hardware, monetize real-time data, or pay carbon credits per millisecond of resource use, they're going to need payment layers that move faster than thought. And which protocols already have the architecture for this? XRP, XLM. Not Ethereum, not Bitcoin, not meme coins. This isn't about buzzwords. It's about financial physics. But there's an even deeper layer of readiness that these two protocols possess, something that even most crypto enthusiasts aren't considering. Here's what people miss. AI agents are logic-driven. They can't operate in environments with probabilistic or reversible settlement. Why? Because if a payment can be rolled back, it breaks the trust graph for the AI's next action. Imagine this. An AI buys access to a data stream that triggers another AI to generate a response. That response triggers a product shipment. Then, the original payment gets reversed. Now we have a cascading system failure. This is why true finality is non-negotiable. XRP's consensus ensures absolute settlement. No forks, no minor games. XLM's SCP protocol provides immediate consensus and determinism. That's why banks are testing these systems for settlement. And that's why AI systems will adopt them natively, because they're built for certainty. But it's not just about speed and certainty. It's about being compliance-ready. AI systems managing money must be auditable. Whether they're corporate bots, government agents, or autonomous economic actors, they'll need to comply with AML, track financial records, and operate within regulatory frameworks. And most blockchains are black boxes or compliance nightmares. But not these two. Why does this matter for your portfolio? And how does it tie directly into the biggest financial players on the planet? This is the most underrated piece. XRP has built-in support for regulated token issuance, blacklist flags, and audit hooks via XRPL hooks. Stellar uses trust lines, regulated asset flags, and compliance layers for institutions. That means a machine can transact while remaining compliant, even at scale. It's the ultimate unlock, automation without regulation friction. Machine-to-machine finance, or M2M payments, is no longer science fiction. It's live in sectors like IoT and smart cities, autonomous EVs, API marketplaces, and sensor networks that monetize their own data. And what do all of these need? Tiny payments, fast settlement, autonomy, and compliance-ready rails. IBM used XLM in blockchain-powered supply chain automation. The Stellar Development Foundation has worked with smart grid companies where energy credits are sent between devices. Ripple is deep in central bank trials, building the foundation for AI-compatible CBDCs. Think about that. When the Federal Reserve, the BIS, and the IMF start designing AI finance, who are they working with? Not meme coins, not vaporware L1S, but Ripple and Stellar. And you're still thinking this is about $3 XRP? This isn't about price. This is about protocol dominance. This is why BlackRock, the IMF, World Bank, and BIS are watching quietly. But there's a larger, almost mind-bending implication of this adoption that will truly reshape your understanding of XRP and XLM's potential. Let's connect some more dots. The IMF has openly said CBDCs must be programmable and interoperable. The World Bank published a paper on programmable payments, citing Stellar. The BIS has proposed unified ledger systems that need settlement layers compatible with AI-based smart contract logic. BlackRock's tokenization arm is building payment rails for tokenized assets. Who are they quietly watching? Ripple and Stellar. Now, let's get spicier. Ripple's Rust, not just a stablecoin, but a digital dollar testnet for smart systems, and Stellar Soroban, optimized for composability, logic execution, and parallel transaction flow, are exactly what AI systems need. These aren't random moves. They're strategic. Because these organizations know the future isn't just about digital money. It's about machine-readable, machine-settled, machine-governed capital flows. AI is not going to ask permission to spend money. It's going to use logic and protocols, and Ripple plus Stellar are building those protocols in the background while the world watches Pepe and Dogwafat. XRP and XLM are no longer competing with crypto. They're competing with SWIFT, Visa, and even CBDCs. But here's the ultimate truth that few are grasping. Their ambition is far, far grander than simply replacing old systems. Let's flip the narrative. Most people see XRP and XLM as crypto assets. Wrong. They are infrastructure protocols. They are not trying to outcompete Solana or Polkadot. They are replacing SWIFT messaging, wire transfers, Visa/MasterCard settlement, clearinghouses, and correspondent banking. But even that's small compared to this. They are being built into the default protocols AI will use to move value. That's not a blockchain game. That's a monetary operating system upgrade. Ask yourself, why does the Fed want programmable money? Why is Ripple integrating with FedNow? Why is Stellar partnering with humanitarian aid systems for programmable disbursements? Because it's not about banks anymore. It's about systems that move value at machine speed. AI managing CBDC flows? XRP and XLM. AI paying streaming royalties in real time? XRP and XLM. AI optimizing logistics and executing micropayments per delivery? XRP and XLM. AI managing energy grids and paying for usage per kilowatt? XRP and XLM. This is bigger than TradFi. Bigger than DeFi. This is autonomous Fi, the financial stack for AI. The final truth, AI needs money that moves like code. We already optimize data. Now we need to optimize value. And that means money that moves as fast as computation. Money that can be programmed like software. Money that knows how to self-execute, self-verify, and self-settle. That's not Bitcoin. That's not Dogecoin. That's not Ethereum. That's XRP. That's XLM. And this makes them 200x bigger than you ever imagined. But there's an even deeper layer of insight here, a specific insider tip that few understand about how this value will truly explode, especially for XLM. Let's break this down like a machine would, with precision. If you're an AI system designed to operate in the real world, to purchase, rent, stream, optimize, and self-execute contracts, what kind of financial system do you need? Let's map out the non-negotiables. 1. Speed, because machines don't wait. AI doesn't operate on net settlement. It doesn't wait for 15-minute block confirmations or 2-day bank windows. It processes, makes decisions, and transacts in milliseconds. 2. Cost, because microtransactions can't pay macro fees. Imagine a self-driving car paying $0.003 to access a toll or $0.0012 to rent a weather data feed for 5 seconds. Now imagine doing that 500,000 times a day. Fees matter. 3. Scalability, because AI never sleeps. When humans run systems, we batch tasks. When AI runs systems, it streams 24/7. No breaks, no weekends. Millions of transactions per hour. You think today's networks are ready for that fire hose of financial throughput? Ethereum L1 chokes after 20 to 30 TPS. Bitcoin? Don't even try. Most L2s are scalable in theory, bottlenecked in execution. But XRP handles 500 plus TPS natively. Stellar's capacity pushes even higher for basic transfers. No flashy slogans, just cold, scalable architecture. Perfect for AI-level automation. But beyond these obvious needs, there are even more subtle yet critical reasons why XRP and XLM are uniquely suited. And this will impact your wealth directly. For AI, it comes down to 4. Finality, because AI needs determinism. An AI agent cannot risk a payment being rolled back. This is why XRP's consensus ensures absolute settlement and XLM's SCP protocol provides immediate consensus. They are built for certainty. 5. Neutrality, because AI has no politics. AI doesn't care about your national banking alliance or political turf war. It cares about access, efficiency, stability. XRP and XLM are protocols, not companies. They don't discriminate by jurisdiction. No gatekeepers, no borders, no central switches. This is why they're not just compliant, they're infrastructure neutral, perfect for global decentralized intelligence. 6. Interoperability. Because AI touches every financial rail. AI agents will need to interact with CBDCs, stablecoins, tokenized assets, fiat rails, DeFi systems, and legacy banks. This is where most chains break down. But XRP and XLM were born to bridge. XRP's issued assets and multi-currency paths. XLM's anchor system and regulated USDC integrations. Both support native cross-asset interoperability with no need for risky smart contract bridges. When AI agents look for the shortest path from yen to dollars to tokenized carbon credits, XRP and XLM provide automatic pathfinding and conversion in one transaction. No hop chains, no synthetic wrappers, just atomic settlement. Humans get distracted by narratives. This L1 is trending. That protocol just launched staking. Did you see this meme coin? AI doesn't care. It runs the numbers. Which ledger gives me sub-second finality? Which protocol settles in 3 hops or fewer? Which network gives me near zero fees across 500,000 transactions per hour? Which system works whether I'm in the US, Europe, Asia, or on Mars? Only 2 consistently meet those criteria, XRP and XLM. And as AI agents begin automating commerce, logistics, finance, and compute, they're going to run economic logic on the most efficient ledgers available. Not the loudest, not the trendiest, but the most reliable, scalable, and compliant. And XRP and XLM have quietly perfected all 3. But there's a massive, almost unbelievable development on the horizon that could make XLM specifically explode beyond all expectations. Machine-to-machine finance is already happening. And XRP and XLM are at the center. Let's make it even clearer. M2M payments are live in sectors like IoT and smart cities, autonomous EVs, API marketplaces, streaming platforms with AI-generated content, and sensor networks that monetize their own data. And what do all of these need? Tiny payments, fast settlement, autonomy, and compliance-ready rails. IBM used XLM in blockchain-powered supply chain automation. The Stellar Development Foundation has worked with smart grid companies where energy credits are sent between devices. Ripple is deep in central bank trials, building the foundation for AI-compatible CBDCs. Think about that. When the Federal Reserve, the BIS, and the IMF start designing AI finance, who are they working with? Not meme coins, not vaporware L1S, but Ripple and Stellar. And you're still thinking this is about $3 XRP? This isn't about price. This is about protocol dominance. This is why BlackRock, IMF, World Bank, and BIS are watching quietly. But there's a grander vision for XLM that connects everything, the intersection of AI, CBDCs, and digital identity. This is the next frontier of financial transformation, and it's 200x bigger than just payments. How will XLM become the undisputed leader in this space? While XRP focuses on interbank and enterprise liquidity, XLM has a powerful, often overlooked, secret weapon: its focus on programmable aid and financial inclusion, especially with CBDCs. The IMF has openly said CBDCs must be programmable and interoperable. The World Bank published a paper on programmable payments, citing Stellar. These aren't just academic papers. They're blueprints for the future. Imagine this: a humanitarian organization wants to send aid directly to individuals in a crisis zone, tied to verifiable actions. For example, a payment triggered only when a refugee scans a digital ID and collects food. This isn't possible with legacy systems. But with XLM and Soroban smart contracts, it's not only possible but becoming a reality. The ability to program money, tying it to specific conditions and digital identities, is a game changer. This isn't just about fast payments. It's about money with logic, money that knows what it's for. And here's where XLM shines. Its robust anchor system allows seamless on-ramps and off-ramps from fiat currencies, and its focus on regulated stablecoins like USDC on Stellar makes it a prime candidate for CBDC issuance and distribution. This allows governments and organizations to issue programmable digital currencies, powered by XLM's underlying technology, ensuring transparency and efficient delivery. This creates a massive fundamental demand for XLM beyond mere speculation. But the deepest integration of XLM's technology with the future of AI and global finance remains hidden in plain sight. The BIS, the Bank for International Settlements, often called the central bank for central banks, has been championing the concept of a unified ledger. What is that? It's a vision where all types of assets, traditional fiat, tokenized real-world assets, and digital currencies, exist on a single interconnected digital platform. This ledger wouldn't just track balances. It would execute complex transactions, payments, and settlements automatically, at machine speed, with perfect finality. And which DLT is perfectly suited to be the agile, high-throughput, low-cost settlement layer for such a system. A system that needs to handle not just large interbank transfers, but also millions of microtransactions for the AI economy? A system that needs to be neutral, globally interoperable, and compliance-ready? You're getting the picture. XLM's architecture, with its focus on speed, low fees, and interoperability through anchors, positions it as a prime candidate for this global backbone. But there's a final, almost prophetic reason why XLM will dominate this space, linking back to AI in a way you haven't considered. This is where the 200x truly becomes real. The IMF has openly called for programmable money. Ripple's working with FedNow. Stellar's partnering for programmable humanitarian aid. These aren't isolated events. They're all pieces of a much larger puzzle, the creation of money that is AI native. AI is not going to ask permission to spend money. It's going to use logic and protocols. And Stellar, with XLM at its core, is building protocols in the background while the world watches other narratives. XRP and XLM are no longer competing with crypto. They're competing with SWIFT, Visa, and CBDCs. But even that's small. They are being built into the default protocols AI will use to move value. This isn't just about efficiency. This is about trust at the machine level. AI agents, with their complex algorithms and need for verifiable outcomes, will favor a network like Stellar that offers near-instant finality, no waiting, no reversals, ultra-low, predictable fees, essential for millions of microtransactions, built-in compliance features, so AI can operate within regulated environments. Native interoperability, to connect to any form of value, anywhere. XLM provides the perfect combination of these attributes. It's the language of AI money. It's engineered to enable the automated machine-to-machine financial flows that will define the next century. This makes XLM uniquely positioned to be the most utilized token in the coming AI economy. And when utility dictates value, you're looking at something 200x bigger than any pump and dump. This isn't speculation, it's the inevitable outcome of financial physics. You thought this was about crypto flipping. You thought XRP hitting $10 would be the top, or XLM getting back to its previous all-time high. But here's the truth, XRP and XLM are the monetary plumbing for an AI-native world. And no one's ready for what that truly means for their value. Because when AI agents start making microtrades, paying tolls, unlocking services, streaming value across borders, they'll need settlement rails that just work. And two protocols already do, quietly engineered, quietly compliant, quietly scalable, XRP and XLM. If you're holding either of these, you're not just holding a token. You're holding shares in the internet's new financial operating system. An operating system that will power not just human transactions, but trillions of autonomous machine-to-machine interactions every single day. This is 200x bigger than you think easily, because you're not just betting on crypto, you're betting on the machine economy itself. And it's an unstoppable force. This isn't about hype. It's about fundamental demand meeting perfectly suited infrastructure. The sheer volume of transactions that an AI-driven global economy will generate will drive demand for XRP and especially XLM to levels that defy current human comprehension. Your existing holdings could be the bedrock of a fortune far beyond what today's market metrics suggest. You're not just early, you're at the very dawn of a new financial era. You've now seen the full, revolutionary picture. You understand why XRP and XLM are not just cryptocurrencies, but the foundational rails for an AI-native financial world. This isn't speculation, it's an inevitable evolution. The insights shared in this video are designed to transform your perspective and empower you to navigate this unprecedented shift. If you're a believer in this convergence of AI and crypto, and if you truly see the 200x bigger play here with XRP and XLM, then hit that subscribe button right now. This isn't a hype channel. It's a strategic crypto intelligence feed for real holders, for those who want to be ahead of the curve. You already know the rest of the world is going to wake up late. We'll make sure you don't. To go even deeper into understanding how Hedera HBAR fits into this enterprise-grade future, a DLT that's also quietly building infrastructure for the machine economy, and how it complements the XRP and XLM narrative, click on this video right here. Stay sharp. Stay crypto smart. Subscribe now.